Imagine getting a second chance. You see your death before it happens. You warn your friends. You save lives. But what if death doesn't take no for an answer? Welcome to Final Destination 5, where the end is only the beginning. It all begins with an innocent company retreat. A group of office workers from Presage Paper are headed for a weekend getaway. On the surface, it's just a routine trip, but something dark is lurking just ahead. Sam Lawton, a quiet and thoughtful man with dreams of becoming a chef in Paris, is the first person we meet. He's the kind of guy who keeps to himself but has ambition burning behind his eyes. He's up early, cooking breakfast before the group boards the bus. But this isn't just a road trip. It's the beginning of something much bigger. As Sam walks through the office, tension quietly brews. His best friend Peter waits outside, eager for the trip but sensing something's off. Peter's girlfriend, Candace, joins the group. She's a graceful gymnast, full of life. Alongside her is Olivia Castle, sharp, stylish, and a little arrogant. Isaac Palmer, the company womanizer, eyes every woman with the same grin. He's the guy you love to hate. Sam's girlfriend, Molly Harper, shows up, but instead of sharing breakfast or laughs, she ends their relationship. She's afraid his dream of leaving for Paris means leaving her behind. There's no fight, just heartbreak. You can see the pain in Sam's face, and the confusion in hers. The team loads onto the bus. As they drive up the suspension bridge, clouds darken. The sound of construction is everywhere. Grinding metal, clanking tools. Sam looks out the window. His stomach turns. Then it hits him. A horrifying vision. The suspension cables snap. Cracks split the pavement. The bridge begins to collapse right under their feet. Panic erupts. People scream, run. Chunks of asphalt drop into the water below like falling meteors. Candace, trying to help others, is suddenly stranded on a section that breaks loose. She grabs onto the railing, but the bolts snap. She plunges, impaled brutally by the mast of a boat. It's horrifying. The impact is instant and final. Isaac, mid-phone call in the bathroom, never sees it coming. The bus he's in drops into the water. As the vehicle sinks, Isaac slams into the windshield. His face crushes. His lungs fill with water. Silent death. Olivia, disoriented without her glasses, stumbles blindly. Sam reaches for her, screaming her name. But she slips, falls into the water. She surfaces, only to look up as a car crushes her from above. Nathan, trying to climb over a support beam, is nearly there, but a tension wire whips free and slices through him like butter. Blood sprays. His body drops. Dennis, their boss, hangs onto a ledge, but a giant drum of hot tar spills over. His skin melts away as he screams, falling into the lake, smoking and unrecognizable. Then, the most painful loss. Peter, trying to help Molly, grabs onto a railing. A nearby truck's cargo shifts. Steel rods slide loose, and one skewers through Peter's face, pinning him like a butterfly. His body crumples. Sam is next. A metal slider breaks free and sweeps him off the bridge. A moment of pure silence, then his body is ripped in half on impact. And just like that, Sam wakes up. Gasping, he's back on the bus. Everyone is still alive. He doesn't hesitate. He screams for everyone to get off. They think he's crazy, until the bridge really begins to collapse. One by one, they flee. This time, they survive. But death is not done with them. At the funeral, they meet William Bludworth, a mysterious coroner with eyes that seem to know too much. He warns them, death doesn't like to be cheated. You may have walked away once, but it's coming for you, one by one. They try to move on, but soon it begins. Candace is first. At gymnastics practice, she flips and twirls effortlessly. But small things start to go wrong. A screw falls, pointy side up. A teammate lands on it, screams, and crashes into a chalk bin. White powder clouds the room. Candace, mid-flip, loses sight and misses the landing. The sound is unforgettable. Her spine snaps in two. Her knee bursts through her skin. She dies instantly, folded backwards like a broken doll. Peter is shattered. Sam comforts him. But Peter's eyes have changed. He's slipping into something darker. Isaac, scavenging from dead co-workers' desks, finds a gift card for a Chinese massage parlor. Inside, he flirts with the staff, but ends up with a no-nonsense acupuncturist. She sticks him with needles, then leaves. Suddenly, the bed collapses. He crashes to the floor, hundreds of needles driving deeper into his flesh. He screams in silence. A candle topples. A fire starts. He crawls away, barely surviving. Buddha's statue crashes down, crushing his skull. Bludworth appears again, this time with a twisted suggestion: kill someone, and their remaining lifespan becomes yours. Peter listens, too closely. Meanwhile, Olivia, panicking about her future, goes for LASIK surgery, but she's anxious. The teddy bear in her arms loses an eye. The doctor steps away. Olivia's water glass spills right onto an outlet. Sparks fly. The laser activates. It burns her eye, her hand, her face. She escapes the chair, bloodied and blind, only to trip on the bear's eye. She crashes through a window, lands on a car, and dies on impact. Her eye rolls into the street and is crushed by a passing tire. Nathan continues his work at the construction site, still haunted. He warns Roy, a belligerent worker, about a swinging hook, but in the scuffle, Roy is impaled through the head. Nathan is horrified, until Peter tells him maybe that death bought him more time. But there's a catch. Later, Nathan learns that Roy was terminally ill. He was going to die anyway. Which means death isn't done with Nathan yet. Dennis, the company's boss, loses it. He screams at the group, demanding answers. But mid-rant, a loose wrench is launched from a machine straight into his face. It buries itself deep, killing him in a heartbeat. Sam, still clinging to normalcy, cooks at his restaurant, Le Miro 81. His mentor offers him an apprenticeship in Paris and a night to celebrate. Sam invites Molly. There's wine, smiles, hope. But Peter arrives, uninvited and completely unhinged. He tells them he tried to kill someone, to steal their life, but he couldn't do it. Now he believes Molly wasn't supposed to survive. So, he's here to fix that. Molly runs. Sam grabs a kitchen knife. The fight is brutal. Knives clashing, flames rising. Agent Block bursts in, but Peter shoots him. A life for a life. Now Peter thinks he's safe. But Sam fights back with everything he has. In a final desperate move, he grabs a massive skewer and drives it through Peter's back. It's over, or so it seems. 2 weeks later, Sam and Molly finally board a flight to Paris. A fresh start. The tension lifts. They laugh again. But just before takeoff, Sam hears shouting. A teenage boy is dragged off the flight, yelling about a vision. He says the plane is going to explode. Sam's heart drops. He looks at his boarding pass. Flight 180. The very flight from the first Final Destination. The very beginning. Then it happens. The plane erupts in fire. Molly is sucked out, shredded by the wing. Sam burns alive, trapped in the inferno. And far away, Nathan sits at a bar, finally feeling safe. The stranger tells him Roy was going to die anyway. Nathan laughs, relieved. Then a flaming piece of the plane crashes through the ceiling. It crushes him. Instantly, death's plan complete. This was never a new story. It was the beginning. Final Destination. 5 didn't just add to the franchise, it closed the loop in the most shocking way possible. Every moment, every death was leading back to the start. A circle of horror, sealed in fire and steel. If you loved this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What was your most jaw-dropping moment from the Final Destination series?